What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Husband and Wife Let's Play Minecraft. Today, I think we are finally going to get our big storage building in. I'm not talking just a building full of chests, I'm talking a huge building full of chests. A chest for, we're thinking every item that we have, like individual chests for simple things still. We might not do that extreme, but it's going to be pretty extreme, so we might just go that far. We already have it kind of laid out here. So it doesn't look that big from back here. Let me go up just a little bit to kind of show you what we're thinking. So we're thinking the front of the build right here, and then the side right there. Those are just rough estimates. Those are not even at all. You can even tell from here they're not even. So side, side, and back. We might push the back farther back. I want to leave room for the road to come through here, go to that build, the road that I really neglect over there, that road. And a road to the house. That will still be the location of the house. We are really ignoring the house build right now. That's been since episode 1. So, but more important things to do right now. So we are thinking of getting rid of this hill right here, moving the cows. Cows have to go. We have a very good supply of golden carrots right now. So we're thinking move the cows, get a separate pen for the horses because it's really annoying getting the horse out of there. You just get attacked by cows, it feels like. And we can't keep the cow or the horses and the chickens because then you pick up 63 eggs every time you go in there. So move these guys, get a separate pen for the horses as well. Dig out this whole hill. We don't want to build it at this level right here. We already have this build. By the way, I redid our cave entrance. So, and I will also show you what Kayla has been up to down here. She was almost done with it last episode, but I think she's completely done with it now. The beacon's gone for now. Um, she has mined from the beacon all the way that way, that way, that way, and that way. So we have a huge room down here, tons of excess stone to do future builds with, possibly some of the build today. But yeah, I kind of made this going to be our entrance to our mine. We're going to keep digging out. We might go down, we might go up. I meant to show you this last episode as well. This will be changed into a storage silo. We have 10 chests, almost full of stone. This one's the 10th one right here, but all of these are full of stone from that room that she's dug out. And this is just stone, also kind of stone. It's just other stone blocks. But anyways, we're going to get started on digging this hill out, moving these farms, not really farms I guess, but pens. I don't know where we'll move them. We'll have more of an official place for them eventually, but probably just hide them back there or something for now. We don't even use the cows anymore. We've never used the chickens. I collect eggs and I toss them around everywhere. So we have stray chickens running around here like crazy. Anyways, that's enough talking. Kayla and I are gonna get started on digging this out and doing some terraforming, and I'm gonna get an outline to the build going. I see you. And there we go. With a little editing magic, the area is cleared out. We have raised this up one. Have a little bit of a harsh hill right there that we might get rid of in the future. But really like how this looks now. So I'm going to get a shape laid out. I counted these out. They are the distance I want. Maybe. I'm going to get the shape laid out and see if I like that distance or not. Okay, I think this is the shape I'm going to go with. Looks kind of weird. I had to lay out. So imagine cobblestone is chests and netherrack are item frames. I like having the chest to where you don't have to guess which item frame goes with which, so there'd be no way to think that this item frame goes to this chest. So I try to keep it like that, where two item frames aren't touching a single chest. I am going to go in here and I think maybe right here add a block in right here to scoot everything this way one, and add a block right here to keep it proportional, and scoot everything that way one as well. So technically scoot everything that way two after this point. Main reason I'm adding that is I do like putting windows on the builds, and right now with the chests in here and the item frame spots, the only place that I can see for because this is gonna be like chests, and maybe chests like that. The only place I can see for windows is right there. So I want to add maybe a spot right here for another window, maybe even right here, but that's pushing it all back to another two, so four total, and that just it'll be worth it, but it's just a lot of work. So this is why you outline like this. It helps you decide. But be sure to look at it from places like way up here. This is where I decided I wanted to. Uh, ended up there. This is where I decided I wanted to add the windows in because it just didn't. The only place I saw for windows right there. But I think I am gonna move all this back four total to add some window spots in. So I'm gonna get going on that. It is truly amazing what adding in just how many windows did I add? One, two, that was already there. Three, I added four windows, and look how much farther it pushed the build back. I know it's not that much, but moving all this and keeping track of how I had it set up, because I really liked how I had it set up, was not fun. So I really like this from way up as well. All the wood spots are where I want windows. And this has more of the shape that I wanted anyways. I wanted kind of more of a rectangular shape and kind of look like an oval shape at first, but this has more of a rectangle to it, so um, more of a long flat edge is what I wanted. But nothing can be flat in Minecraft, of course. So I'm gonna duplicate that side over here and still deciding what blocks to use. So I'm gonna get busy. So we have kind of decided what blocks to use. We're going to use a mixture of clay, some soft concrete and hardened concrete, and probably dark oak. Not much dark oak on the outside because we have all this spruce wood over here. There's dark oak on the enchantment build, but some dark oak on the inside because we just really love the look of dark oak. So, and probably an andesite floor, maybe a mixture of some other colors in there. We're not sure yet, but and then some windows. Probably a mixture of panes and just regular windows because some of them are going to be next to chests and panes don't connect to chests, so they don't look the best. But like this block right here should be able to be a pane because that's not touching a chest. So we'll see. But I'm going to go get clay.
So Brandon's off to get some clay right now for our current build. And while he does that, I'm going to start planting a bunch of trees and cutting them down because I checked and we really don't have enough wood for hardly anything that we want to do. So I'm going to get started on that.
Well, that didn't take too long. I have plenty of clay here, and I have these bricks from. I really don't remember what we used bricks on, but oh, I think I put some in the potion room. That's right. Just for some decorations in there, just regular bricks. But I'm gonna smelt up all this clay and get some bricks made for this build. Alright, I am back. I did not get as much brick as I think I will need. I have concrete powder, and I'm gonna do a mix of concrete powder and concrete on this, and brick. So I don't think I have as much as I need because this is gonna be 2 levels. But I'm gonna start with this, and I think Kayla's gonna help with part of this too, aren't you, Kayla?
Yep, I'm going to be making the item frames and all the chests that we need
Okay.
for the build.
Okay. And yeah, she'll bring those out and place them in as I build up the outside. I'm gonna replace all the wood with windows, and all the stone surrounding it with a mix of bricks and concrete powder and regular concrete, which is what I have the water bucket for. So I guess I don't really need 2 stacks of that. So, alright, I'll get started on this. First layer is complete. I definitely do not have enough brick, and I think I'll have enough concrete powder, but I'm not sure on that either. So I'm going to keep building it up. Kayla's working on the chest still and the item frames. She's going to the jungle to cut more wood because we're making 150 chests in here. Over that amount. Over that amount. So that's a lot of wood. That's 150 double chests, so 300 chests total, which is like 600 logs. So she's going to deforest the jungle for a little bit. Okay, it is starting to look more and more like a building. It's really hard to be random when placing down 3 different styles of blocks, but I've run around here. I think I've done a fairly good job. I try to get rid of areas like this. There's just not enough variation right there, so maybe do that and maybe this right here, and not that. Maybe that right there gives it a little more randomness there. Yeah, I don't see any other spots like that. I like all this. Yeah. The first floor is 5 layers tall on the outside, but the roof height will be, the last chest will be 4 tall. So the last chest will be right there, and then there'll be a slab on the top half of the block above that. So I'm gonna go around. I have that much brick left and this much concrete left. So getting close to running out of those, but I'll just go and find some more when I do.
Okay, I need 250. So I'm getting there.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, Brandon! That scared me. Oh my goodness.
That was the exact reaction I was hoping for.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
Okay, Kayla's in here working on the chest item frames and the log or the dark oak pillars that go up. That's where the item frames will go, is on the pillars. And while she does that, I'm gonna start with the floor in here, and it's gonna be kind of a mix of andesite and polished andesite. I'll kind of show you what I'm gonna do. I find doing a random floor like this is easiest if you place all of your blocks, or place one of your blocks, and then go in and break some of them. For this, this is going to be the chest, that's why I'm doing it under there, and you will be able to see under there somewhat, so I need to be sure to put some andesite under there as well so you don't see the dirt or grass. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and break some of these, get some andesite in these. For those, I'm going to go ahead and place the polished in there, but then once I have all this done, I'll go back through here and just kind of break random blocks and add the polished andesite in. Probably going to do more andesite than polished andesite, but this is kind of what it'll look like, and that's going to go all over here and on the ceiling. So still have to go up one more with the walls. I went and got more brick and more concrete powder, but Kayla's going to start on the chests in here, so I will record when the floor and the chests are going in.
Get him, Brandon.
Alright, here it is. The floor looks incredible. We love it. I'm going to start on the second level, even though with how many chests are in here, you wouldn't think we need a second level. But
we do.
Yes, we're going to be very organized here. We haven't quite narrowed down how we're going to separate things and everything, but I think that's what Kayla's going to start doing. I'm going to make the second floor. And, I mean, as far as narrowing down how we're going to stay organized, what we're going to separate, what we're not, we can just change it later if we have too much of one thing. But we're not going to have any overflow storage in here. We are going to build a storage silo, probably over here. This is where we already have our excess stone, but there will be no overflow in here at all. This will just be stuff we use, and there will be crafting table, stone cutter, and stuff in here as well for us to use pretty easily. We'll spend a lot of time in here, that's for sure. So I'm going to get started on the second floor, and Kayla's going to get started organizing, which is, I believe, one of her favorite things to do.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, second floor. The second floor is in. I do not have walls built up. This is what I did for the elevator up and down. I usually do glass, but I always do glass, so I wanted to switch it up this time. Just did a wood center. I know I use wood a lot too, so I think it's the lesser of two evils though, because I always use glass for water elevators. I never just use wood like this. So, got some wood with some signs, keep the water in there. And go up here, and then you have a drop. It's a little drop. You can fall in the water if you want, but feather falling kind of helps with that. How's this going, Kayla?
Pretty good. I'm getting it pretty organized.
That's good, yeah. We have kind of a nether section over here. We left some empty chests for the nether update whenever it comes. But we don't have a ton of resources. I mean, we have a lot of netherrack, but we only have 64 magma blocks, only 19 soul sand, but we do want to fill these chests as we kind of have some chests that just doesn't have much in it. But I'm going to start on the second floor walls. Alright, the top walls are in. The sand is where the chests will go, and the dirt is where the frames will go, and the dark oak, similar to the bottom floor. Kayla's still working on getting everything brought in here. I don't think we have many more chests left in the house, do we?
Nope, we only have a few.
Yeah. She's went down to the mine that she had and got all the blocks out of there. Like I said, no excess storage is going in here. We'll build storage silos for that. But I think I'm done building the walls on this thing. So I will show you what it looks like from the outside real quick. There it is. So I will build a roof for it still, but this is it. I really like how the brick looks with the gray concrete and the gray hardened concrete. It looks really cool. So I might do a few accents of dark oak throughout here, maybe some dark oak fences along the side of it going up. I don't know. I like the clean look of it right now, so might leave it. But I'll get started on the roof, and Kayla will get these chests put in on the second floor for us, I believe. So, right after me saying that I was going to possibly add some dark oak in to accent it, I added this, and we both really like it, so I'm going to go around the whole build. I didn't have that many planks, or slabs, not planks. So I didn't do too much of it, but that'll go all the way around. And that will also keep mobs from spawning up there, so because they can't spawn on half slabs. The roof is officially on. I am going to go in and add some windows on the second floor. Most of those will have to be actual windows, not panes, because on the second floor there will be... We can do panes right here, but if I can find a spot... Well, I guess I'm actually... Okay, this side might be able to... So like right here we can do panes as well. Maybe we can do panes, but we can't do any windows right here, so it might just be that strip, those three strips right there. So yeah, I am leaving these ends open on each end. One of my favorite parts about the creeper factory is being able to fly in and out after you've got something. The second story is more for blocks that we don't use very often, or just, I mean, we use some of this often, but it's just, we'll know where it's at. We're already getting a good idea of where everything's at, but being up here, we have workstations on basically anywhere you're in the room. You can access a workstation really quickly, and that's the same thing downstairs. Got all the workstations you need, an ender chest on each side, and yeah, Kayla's getting everything sorted out, and I think while she finishes that, I will finish putting the chests in upstairs. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, everybody, I added some minor details around the outside. Kayla finished getting all the chests organized. Everything is out of the house and now in the storage room, correct, Kayla?
Yep, it sure is.
That's awesome. So, this has been a much needed building for some time. As you can see, there's nothing upstairs. There's these chests right here, and it's just stuff we just don't use very often. But downstairs, there's still empty chests down here as well. This is in preparation for the Nether update. There's just empty. I don't know what do you have this one for, Kayla?
Where are you at?
Right here.
That is for cooked rabbit.
Ah, okay.
Because
Yeah,
there's
we don't
raw
have.
rabbit, but we don't
Okay.
have any cooked rabbit.
So we have just farming stuff, meat over here, wood, and this is the 2 wood types that the Nether update will bring in. All of our saplings. I mean, we just organize it how we want, but we have more than enough. I mean, we have just a chest full of 15 blaze rods. Come on, like we some of this stuff is full, and we have chests over there full of stone. But I'll run around the outside and give you guys a look at it. This is probably the most detailed build yet on the outside. So I did add this little awning cover, whatever you want to call it, on the outside on both doors. Around here we have some sweet berry bushes and just some bone meal. We have some bushes. I try to keep these down to the not quite as many. I did quite a few around the enchantment build, but I did hide jack-o'-lanterns under these, so they do put off light. Planted some crops along here and some sugarcane and more bushes that I just ran into. And the first pond that we've made, which I like. I like the look of this next to this building. We threw some coarse dirt in the bottom of this as well. It's a very subtle touch, but it's there. And some coarse dirt around the building as well. So just kind of the same thing around the whole building. Might get rid of some of this grass. It's a little heavy over here, but the next thing to be put in eventually is the road that goes from there to here, but I do want to redo the road. It's just too much gray. I need to redo it, so I don't like this style, but the road will go to each building. It'll go to our underground mine and everything, creeper building, but yeah, this is our new storage building. I think on next episode we've already discussed building the storage silos that we need. I think the only thing we have excess of right now is stone, so it might be only 1 storage silo, so probably won't take the whole episode up, but we also need a room for these guys over here. We just have a little makeshift room for them right now. I don't want to stand too close to the sheep because they're really loud. But we need a room for them, and we need a better melon and pumpkin farm. I want an automatic one going pretty soon because I trade them for emeralds, and that's our main food source right now of golden carrots. So, because they also trade golden carrots. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.